temporarily from the White Mountains in the Shire, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Saturday, August 26th, 2017. Silver is trading at $17.06 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,291 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 4.1 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $4,326. Antiwar.com reports the soaring civilian death toll from U.S. airstrikes against Raqqa has gotten so bad that it actually fueled a statement from the United Nations requesting that the U.S. pause their airstrikes to allow more civilians to flee the city. U.S. officials are rejecting this call, however, with Special Envoy Brett McCurk insisting that the war against the Islamic State is going very well and that the number one thing we have to do to help the civilians in Raqqa is to continue the air war to defeat the Islamic State outright. McGurk went on to say that President Donald Trump is focused like a laser destroying the Islamic State and that the war is going well, but they will take the UN call to pause the strikes under advisement. It's clear, however, they aren't taking the call seriously. That's unsurprising, as the Pentagon has gone out of their way to downplay the huge civilian death toll of the air war against the Islamic State and appears to be confident that they can continue to mislead everyone about the number of people actually being killed in the airstrikes long enough to defeat the Islamic State outright.
Whether you're looking for precious metals, bitcoins, or books, you'll find that and more at shop.fppradio.com. Every purchase you make from one of my affiliates at shop.fppradio.com helps fund FPP Radio. That's shop.fppradio.com.
UPI reports President Donald Trump on Friday pardoned Joe Arpaio weeks after a federal judge found the former Maricopa County, Arizona sheriff guilty of ignoring a judge's order to stop racial profiling of immigration enforcement. A press release from the White House said Arpaio's more than 50 years of admirable service made him a worthy candidate for a presidential pardon. The release added, throughout his time as sheriff, Arpaio continued his life's work of protecting the public from the scourges of crime and illegal immigration. On July 31st, U.S. District Judge Susan Bolton ruled that Arpaio was guilty of contempt of court for failing to comply with an order from U.S. District Judge G. Murray Snow in 2011 to stop detaining people based solely on the belief that they were in the United States illegally. Trump hinted that he planned to pardon Arpaio earlier in the week when he held a campaign-style rally in Phoenix, saying, "So was Sheriff Joe convicted for doing his job? You know what? I'll make a prediction. I think he's going to be just fine, okay?" The American Civil Liberties Union responded to Trump's statement about Arpaio on Twitter. "No, President Trump, Arpaio was not just doing his job, he was violating the Constitution and discriminating against Latinos."
For over 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals. Gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. They don't feed the banks. They're Bitcoin preferred and have removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co.
Reuters reports as early as November, the stretch of Jefferson Davis Highway that runs through Alexandria, Virginia, will boast a new title after the city council voted to erase the name of the Confederacy's president. But the city's neighbors to the north in Arlington are powerless to initiate a similar change, even though local officials would like to follow the example set by Alexandria. The difference lies in a simple distinction. Unlike Alexandria, Arlington is technically a county, not a city, and under Virginia law cannot alter major road names without permission from the state legislature. As officials across the United States increasingly consider removing Confederate names from streets, schools, and monuments following the violence in Charlottesville, Virginia, many are confronted in bureaucratic and legal obstacles. In Austin, a liberal bastion in the heart of Republican Texas, the city council recently began the process of renaming Robert E. Lee Road and Jeff Davis Avenue. Austin's ordinances call for every person who owns property along either street to be notified, and if anyone objects, the council must hold a public hearing on the proposed change. Meanwhile, the city's traffic engineer, fire department, and police department must review the proposal along with the local gas company and the United States Postal Service, among other agencies. This has been FPP Radio News. Online at fppradio.com.